This topographical map shows the Narmada River in central India. Notice how the river perfectly splits into two channels, carving the central landmass into the exact shape of the sacred Om symbol. This geographical anomaly is home to the Omkareshwar Temple. Unlike most ancient sites that are treated as dormant historical relics, locals interact with this temple daily out of a firm belief that it serves as the active physical residence of Lord Shiva. Every evening, the priests perform a strict protocol known as the Shayan Arti. During this ritual, they meticulously prepare an actual physical bed inside the inner sanctum for the deity to rest. They lay out a traditional game of chaucer, complete with a board and dice, right next to the bedding. Once everything is perfectly arranged, the heavy doors are locked from the outside, and guards are posted to ensure absolute isolation through the night. When those same locked doors are opened the next morning, the pristine setup is gone. The bed sheets show the stimtwinkles, and the dice are found scattered across the board. This daily physical evidence points to an active, unseen presence moving around the surface of the island. And if we accept that something is walking these halls at night, we have to ask exactly what is being kept in the chambers hidden deep beneath them. The surface architecture of Omkareshwar is built entirely around hospitality, creating a space to welcome and comfort a divine guest. The subterranean levels, however, serve the exact opposite purpose. Beneath the stone floors lies a vast, unmapped network of tunnels. Historical accounts suggest these dark passageways stretch for miles beneath the earth, running all the way toward Amarkantak. The contrast is sharp. The surface was built to invite a god in. The underground was meticulously, deliberately sealed to ensure something else could never get out. To understand the scale of what is hidden down there, we have to look past religious tradition and examine the official records left behind during British rule. An unnamed officer of the British East India Company made an official attempt to map this underground network. He treated it as a geographic survey. Equipped for exploration, he penetrated 1 kilometer into the darkness before dropping his equipment and fleeing back to the surface in absolute terror. When logging his findings, he didn't report toxic gas or structural instability. Instead, his official conclusion stated that the area is protected by a force entirely beyond human understanding. The East India Company did not send a heavily armed second expedition. They immediately welded thick iron bars across the entrance, sealing the tunnel permanently. When the height of modern imperial curiosity collided with the deep recesses of Omkareshwar, science was abandoned on the spot. The immediate, unanimous choice was permanent containment. The tunnels are only the outer perimeter. The true anomaly lies deeper inside the complex, the original Garbhagriha, or inner sanctum. It is a solid doorway that was completely sealed shut centuries ago using heavy iron and thick cement. There is no architectural log, no royal decree, and no press note explaining this closure. We have absolutely no official record detailing exactly when the masonry was poured or why. This diagram illustrates what the region's highly trained ascetic monks believe is behind that door, a Brahma yantra. They maintain the chamber houses an active, highly complex energetic device installed by early sages. The specific danger of this instrument is its localized energy field. It operates at an intensity that directly interferes with human neurology, shattering a person's consciousness upon contact. Over the years, several advanced ascetics have attempted to sit and meditate near the sealed entrance to tap into that frequency. Historical accounts state that multiple practitioners who tried this permanently lost their sanity. The heavy iron and cement function as a radiation shield, holding back a frequency of power far too dangerous for the fragile human mind. We live in an era where satellites map every square inch of our geography, and 3D software can cleanly decode ancient engineering. Yet Omkareshwar quietly defies our tools and our logic. Even as heavy storms and brutal floods wash through the Narmada Valley, this structure remains. Its survival is the work of an unyielding, active presence, anchored deep within the masonry. It forces us to accept a staggering dual reality. On the surface, there is the quiet intimacy of a nightly dice game played by unseen hands. Down below, an overwhelming, madness-inducing boundary line.
The padlocks placed on the surface doors every evening are simple gestures of respect. The priests are merely giving a physical god the privacy needed to rest. But those thick, industrial seals poured into the earth serve a much grimmer purpose. They exist to protect human consciousness from direct exposure to the absolute, unfiltered, and raw power of the divine. We like to believe everything on this planet can be mapped, measured, and understood. Omkareshwar stands as a terrifying and beautiful reminder that true, impenetrable mysteries still rule the earth.